back to Punk News Now. I'm your host, Dan Frampton. Let's get right into the news. So Las Vegas Screamo band Febuary, they've been turning heads, making a lot of waves over the last couple years. They've put out a full length. They just put out an EP called Run Like a Girl. And there's been some recent drama. Bass player drama. The former bass player says that she was kicked out of the band for not being emo enough, but then the band came out and said that that is all lies, that is not true. So today we're going to be diving into this drama. But before we do, you know the drill. Likes and subs, let's go. And if you comment within the first 3 hours, there's a 100% chance that I will reply, and that's just a Frampton guarantee. Okay, it's time to rip headfirst into this drama. We're taking a look at an interview over here on the Boy Girl channel done with the band Febuary. The person at the very end wearing like this furry hood and these striped leggings or whatever, that's the former bass player who left the band. Her name is Steph. This interview was from like 7 months ago. Febuary's most recent set online that I can see happened at Sound and Fury, and the bass player here in the middle is not that person. This is not Steph. This is a bass player for another band called Claybirds. Claybirds are an amazing band, very emo, very screamo. And with full transparency, I'm a little bit late on this drama. I didn't notice anything was going down until I was watching this set, and I was looking at the middle being like, I recognize that bass player, but that's not the bass player from this band. What's going on? And all I had to do was just do a little bit of searching, and I realized, oh, there's a whole drama happening right now. Steph claims she was kicked out of the band for not being emo enough and alleges that the song I Hope Everyone Remembers You for What You Were was originally written by her, then the lyrics were twisted to paint her as a monster. In response, she posted the original version of the track with the caption stating, "Here is the original song written for the Run Like a Girl Febuary EP. Instead of it being a diss, my lyrics are about how no matter what, we are all connected. But you know, I guess I'm the monster." Steph went on to add this to her Instagram story. "I worked on those songs for almost a half a year with them. They tell me, nah, we don't want singing in this EP at all. And oh, I shouldn't add certain vocal parts because I don't listen to Screamo enough, or I'm not emo enough, and that I'm just the bassist and I should stay in my lane." Then they kicked me out. Redo the EP we recorded twice together already. First time was through some more uncomfortable circumstances too. And rewrite the song I wrote about how no matter what happens, I'll try my best to keep making this band a thing, and how I'm intertwined with them forever because I did care. But now lyrically it's a diss on me, trying to make me out to be the bad person. Naming the song I Hope Everyone Remembers What You Were. Like I was the monster? I have so many fucking screenshots, so many stories that would make them have that title. You have no idea. And I don't want to play the victim and say, fuck all this. I deadass don't care what they have to say about me anymore. It's always been 3 against 1. Always. I'm sorry for not being enough of a money-hungry poser that has taken advantage of the scene for long enough. Haha, right man? My fucking bad. This shit has been killing me the past few weeks, and this was the end of it all. Now when we're looking for people being dramatic, I think the Screamo scene is the scene for that. This is a hell of a loaded statement. What the hell? How do we even break this down? So apparently the band Febuary considered this girl not emo enough, considered her to be just the bassist and to stay in her lane. She claims that they took a song that she wrote about being inclusive to the band and that they twisted it post her leaving into a diss song about her, which to be fair is a very cold and ruthless move that I appreciate. I like that. But of course, that's just one side of the story. That is just what Steph has to say about it. The band came out and obviously denied all the claims. Febuary deny ex-bassist claims she was removed for not being emo enough, Lambgoat says. Someone from Febuary responded to the claims with a Google document with a ton of screenshots and a ton of receipts that Lambgoat over here compiled, and we're gonna go through them right now. The document said, regarding the drama circulating my ex-bassist, the rumors that me and my band are bullies and told our ex-bassist she was nothing more than a bassist and to stay in her lane are completely false. Not once have I said you are not emo enough, and I can't believe I have to say that. Yeah, that does sound pretty crazy. What we expressed in the past was that her strong suit was to be on bass, and we thought Erin was a better fit for guitar in the genre we were working towards. The first time the band split up, she even went on to say herself publicly she didn't like Screamo, which is okay, and we still got back to making music together. And here's a screenshot of a tweet or a YouTube comment or something to support that, where someone says, I love your voice in Febuary songs, it's so good, you should put more music out with screaming in your voice. And then a user named Sweeba2, which I can only assume is Steph, she says, I don't really like Screamo, that's why I only did vocals on No Way and Brand New Shoes, but I'm working on a newer, softer project, 33. The document goes on to say, yes, we did kick her out of the band, and that is because during the 2 days of YR Festival, we heard and were told by multiple people she was saying she was moving to New York and would be quitting, saying we would need to find a new bassist and, quote, figure it out. A day after YR Fest on May 26th, she did a no-show at our gig and didn't tell us until we were 5 minutes away from the venue. She said that she was feeling sick, but the night prior she was drinking beers and was in a good mood while hanging out with everyone. We've all played shows sick. This was a sold-out show for months, and some people even flew in to see us. Zooming out from that document really quick, and I gotta say, if that's true, which I think it is based on these next screenshots we're gonna go through, that's pretty fucked up. You don't do that kind of stuff. That's grounds enough to get kicked out of the band. And it's clear that this bass player, Steph, is not passionate about the same kinds of things as everybody in this band. Screamo music and showing up to gigs on time. Let's go through these screenshots. Steph says, play well, guys, with a little heart thing. And then someone replies, what, bro? Then Aaron, the guitar player, says, wait, did you find a fill-in? Then the person who owns this phone says, you can't play at all? You didn't say anything until now, bro? You had all of last night and all of this morning to tell us. Are you fucking serious? Aaron, the guitar player, says, on me, with a bunch of cry faces. Abs, the drummer, comes in and says, Steph told me after we left the beach, guys, I just waited until I got to Genghis because I had to lock in to drive. So it looks like Steph told the drummer she wasn't feeling well. And then Steph responds with one of the most passive-aggressive messages that you can send in a situation like this. Listen, I'm sorry? I've thrown up a few times because of this damn fever and fell back asleep. I asked Italy last night if she could learn some of the songs today, so I'm sorry if I didn't check back in with her. The songs won't even sound that bad without bass anyways. My bad for getting sick. I don't know if coming across with this passive-aggressive tone is the best method of staying in the good graces of the people in your band. You're definitely about to get kicked out. And then Aaron responds, it's not the fact you got sick. What? It's the fact that you waited until an hour before we were to play to say anything at all. And then Steph says, like I said, I asked last night and was told there was talk for a fill-in anyway. What? Huh? Bro, you didn't talk to anyone but Abby, and we don't hear about you not coming until now, 5 minutes after we get to the venue? It's all very confusing, but it does seem like Steph reached out to Abby and was like, yo, I'm sick. But then Abby was locked in and driving and didn't really relay that message. It seems like the communication is falling down February. Regarding that song that they turned into a diss song, they say, this is a reference to a lyric in a song we all love, Unlucky by Allwarm. This was not meant to be a personal diss whatsoever. So they deny those claims as well. The band addresses the re-recording of Steph's parts and they say this, yes, we did rewrite the song and re-record the bass. That is because we were threatened to be sued for the writing rights in the past and did not want to struggle legally with this new release with our tour coming up. Listen, people making legal threats to Screamo bands, you can just ignore all of that. Nobody has enough money to care about any of that sort of shit. But you gotta like this extra precaution that they're taking. And then this Google Doc with all these receipts and all these screenshots concludes with the following. It saddens me to have everything we've worked on so hard towards be jaded by personal things that happened with our former bandmate. It breaks my heart reading comments from women saying that what I preach is fake. All the times I've spoken up for women have been nowhere else but from my heart. Have a conversation with me or anyone who knows me personally. Everything I advocate for is deep rooted in what I believe and what I practice. I've always wanted to be someone girls can look up to. I apologize for any woman and fans I have let down from this whole ordeal, but I hope people can realize what happened between us was personal. Me writing the song was never to silence another woman. We just couldn't release a 4-song EP and had to make a decision together as a band to write over the lyrics she had previously written. This band is my job and my life. We had to make the best decision for our fans who have been asking for more music as well. Having also posted our new lineup, our new bassist has received hate for just joining the band. Lineups change. Things change, and that's okay. We chose to part ways with our ex-bassist for many reasons, personal and now public. This is the last time I'll be talking about this situation. I hope you can all read this and understand what I'm trying to say. It breaks my heart to read all the comments people have been leaving, not knowing both sides of the story. And honestly, it really feels like there was a lot of bitter animosity within the members of the band to begin with, and it didn't really seem like there was that kind of chemistry between everybody. When everybody is so secretly mad at each other for things, and there's all these like subtext and stuff, yeah, maybe it's time to break up the band or shuffle up the lineup. I do not blame Febuary for rewriting those parts, rewriting the lyrics, and re-recording everything. If the person has been kicked out of the band and you have time to do that before releasing the album, why wouldn't you do that? Of course you would. Nothing that went on in this band situation, in this drama, is really egregious or whatever. It's just band drama that went from interpersonal to very, very public. I don't think this situation is enough of a reason to write off anyone in this band or to blacklist anyone. Everybody just needs to find the right people to make the music with, and I really do wish everybody nothing but success in this situation. But for now, that's where it looks like we're sitting. Now I'm just waiting for the Febuary Clay Birds tour, where that bass player is going to be a very tired bass player. Anyway, I'm out of here. Bye, see you later, and have a good one.
I'm Mr. King Dice. I'm the gamest in the land. I never play nice. I'm the devil's right-hand man.